Hello, everybody. It's Jack Pickleson here yet again for another Hello Funny Ha 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 YouTube video. Thank you, everybody, so far for all the support on my Twitch channel. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry I'm still pretty sporadic when it comes to YouTube videos. I'm still getting used to being a full-time streamer, and I'm branching into YouTube still slowly. It's hard for me, but I'm gonna try my very best to get a steady stream of content. Really appreciate it, everybody. Slow goings, and thank you for any and all support, liking and subscribing, all that stuff. The general YouTube thing. Thank you for that. I hate plugging. I hate those kind of things because I have super imposter syndrome. So I'm not gonna throw it out there as very hard. It's very hard for me to general. But I do thank everybody who likes my content. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll continue to do that. But aside from that, let's get into the actual topic of this discussion here. Oh man, these characters and rivals, they carry you, don't they, right? They're just, everyone's carried by these characters. Like, look at this little elephant, he's just swinging hitboxes and stuff like it, right? Right? That's what you hear, right? You're grinding, you're in stone, and you're praying to Sauron that he like puts down his all-seeing eye, and first of all catches those fucking hobbits. But second of all, maybe you get out of stone rank. My God, what are you gonna do? And then some dingleberry comes out of the woodwork and says you're carried by this dude, man. You're flinging meatballs all over the place. What are you doing? Is that true, Pickle, with your all-seeing knowledge of actually being in Master Rank? Another plug, this time for my skill in the game. Man, did it take forever to get me into Master. I know a lot of people have already posted their ranks like months ago, but like I finally got there, and let me tell you, it was a rough road. But aside from that, now that I got one character to master, I mean, well, actually, you can only get one character. Now that I've gotten master, my opinion is law. It's basically fact at this point, obviously, and I'm gonna give my opinion about this. To answer that question, anyone who's ever had that, because it happens. No, you are not carried by the character. I mean, sort of, a little bit. We'll get into it. So, I had this interaction myself during my climb to rank. I had two people come into my chat, one of which literally posed that question, but it was pretty funny, and like the guy was pretty chill. Had nice talking to him and stuff like that. Great matches. No ill will. No ill will to anybody, honestly. You can think what you want. But the second one just amused me. The guy I'm fighting right now on screen. He comes into my chat after the match, which, spoiler, I lose. I did some dumb shit off stage and deserve to lose, to be honest. But he sent me this message. He said, "So happy I beat you. Spamming tongue and smashes." And, you bought the game for like, what, like 30 bucks? Something like that. You can think this. You can even say it. It's not really a big deal. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over this, man. I got a 4-year-old that like makes me lose sleep. I don't need any help. I'm good, dude. But when you come into my chat and say that, I'm just thinking to myself, like, that's just like wasted effort. You don't like. I'm going back and watching this, and I'm just like, I don't know where this guy came from. Like, yeah, I love to do Dacus. I'm sorry. It's a holdover from P+. I love doing it as Wario every chance I got. Look at it. Look at it. That's why I deserve to lose. That's why I deserve to lose. Not that I spam smashes tongue. Like, I don't know where you're coming from that. But then it just kind of like formulated this idea in my head of like whether or not characters, or I'm fraudulent, or I'm carried by Rano, or some shenanigan like that. And the answer is no. No, I'm not carried by Rano. Every character in this game, I will spoil it for you, has been homogenized to a point to where you have the tools to deal with every situation. That's fact. Like, this isn't Melee where you have to like literally deal with not having a shield or having a piece of clothing, having a hurt box or anything like that. Loxodon, who's traditionally viewed, or I have put him very low on all my tier lists that I've done, which I need to do another one at some point. But spoiler alert, like, he's gonna be on the lower end. He just, it's the nature of the character. He's fat, kind of slow, you know, he just kind of has to stick things out and hopefully you run into him, which I do, because I'm a dummy. But when it comes to this game and, like, the abilities you have available to you, you honestly have the tools available. Like, it's, some characters struggle in other areas, right? Obviously. But to the extent to where you actually have to believe that stuff is bad. There's no one in this game that's really just, like, flying above, like, everyone else and just, like, you can't deal with it. Like, this game generally gives you the tools to deal with it. You can't deal with shield. You can't deal with that projectile. Oh, you got to parry. Can't deal with that, like, that over aggression. Well, you got that shield that doesn't get poked, and you get a lot of options out of it. Oh man, like, this character, like, I don't know how to build damage. Well, good thing you can combo. Literally everyone in this game can combo. It's kind of crazy. I've been dabbling in Zetaburn now that, like, I have a chance to, like, you know, be off the grind of ranked, and I mean, that's not the best example, but, like, it just, I'm finding it very easy to, like, get a groove with that character and land combos. I know that I should be, like, going towards Loxodon and seeing if I can do the same thing. But the point is, like, these characters all have, like, these tools to handle these situations. So it's not just them. You're not thinking in, like, a vacuum. If it was like, if Rano was shoved in P+, right? And he had all this ridiculous shit, and he could put you in the bubble and all that stuff, and he had the stupid frame data, and then they adjusted his percents because Rivals characters do really low percents comparatively to other Smash games. And they did all that shit. He would probably be busted, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Rivals 2, and generally speaking, no, you don't have, you're not carried by character. I would argue, honestly, this game is extremely balanced, and if you get to this point, like, you're not, this is you, like, you have to get to this point. You have to, like, literally put in the time, know your character well enough to operate it. Some characters are easy to pilot than others. Obviously, let's take again an example to Rano. He's, by design, he is a Sheik facsimile. You know, that's, Sheik is traditionally, in pretty much all of them, like, usually an easy character to play. At least, but except Ultimate. Doesn't she still suck in Ultimate? I can't. Game, I don't follow that game. No dogging on Ultimate. I'm just saying, I don't. See, that's why I die. That's why, because I suck. Because I fucking go outside. Oh, that's why I suck. But anyway, like, that's, so Rano is, like, an easy character to that archetype is easy to play, like, off the gate traditionally. But there is still, like, a level, a kind of area to where you reach where your own player identity comes through and shapes through. So the idea that, like, these characters are at a level to the point to where, like, they carry you is a bit disingenuous, I would say. I think everybody has the tools they need to do what they need to do, but not to an extent where it's overbearing. I think the game itself is balanced into a point to where there isn't anybody too overbearing at this point. I'm even getting to the point where I don't think Raster, well, that's a toughie. Because I still stand by that, like, I don't think anyone's too overbearingly strong, including Raster and Maple. I'm starting to get a handle on how Maple plays. She's still probably the best character. Or Raster, one of those two. But, I don't think anyone's at the point where they're just dominating everything else. Except Cake Assault. If Cake Assault was a character in this game, then he'd be fucking pro. You'd pick that character. Why would you pick? Oh, man. But I just don't really buy into that, like a character carrying you, because like you hear it with everybody. You hear like a case can be made with every single character in this game. You go on Reddit or Twitter and you see their vast varying opinions on like which character is the character. You hear people talk about Claren, you hear people talk about Crag. That's a really unpopular one. Zetaburn, everyone, he shines me, I don't know what to do. And it's like, those are valid criticisms, you know, those are, people have a right and generally have good points when they say these things, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it's 100% true. There's a grain of truth to it, but it's not like everyone can just pick up Zetaburn and just win. Yeah, everyone can pick up Loxodon. You know, there's tournament results to prove otherwise. You know? And while those characters are good, there's been good performance by everyone at this point. We'll see how it shakes up here in like a couple months, I would say. A couple more months, and then we'll have a better understanding of it. But as other characters come in, the bear is about to be here and all that stuff. And at this point, I personally don't think that there is any character in this game that carries you. There is a little bit of it going on at low ranks, first learning the game, don't know what's going on, and like some characters are naturally easier to pilot than others. Loxodon, Crag, Rano, those characters are going to do really well at low ranks. And if you're Zetaburn trying to be on the come up, you're going to have a bad time because you're going to do melee stuff and it's not going to work. And it's going to suck for you. I'm sorry, but I just stick with it. If you really want to learn and get better, I promise eventually it will work. And you'll be doing stuff like that to me in no time. You'll be squashing this frog. I promise you. I promise you. I get cooked all the time, man. Frog legs everywhere. It's a bad time. Like I think I'm gonna be fine. I think I finally made it, dude. I get cooked by people in platinum, and it's bad. It's bad. I find it funny. Sometimes I have better times, easier fighting chances than like in master rank than I do against like diamond and platinum players. I generally do. I'm very concerned when I fight a platinum player. I'm like, oh god, what is gonna happen to me? But yeah, that's my take. I just generally disagree with the idea that like people are carried by their character at this point. Low levels, maybe by their inherent ease of use initially, but past that point, no. And if you have a problem with a character, and you come into my chat, I'll clap your cheek. No, but like you're entitled to your opinion. You know, you don't have to rationalize it with me. Just don't be a dingus about it. You know, just have an honest conversation about it. You know, don't be a sourpuss. Or don't. Or be a sourpuss. I'm not your mom. I might be your dad though. Clean your room, son. Anyway, that's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed. Do you disagree? Do you agree with the Pickler? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of old Pickler? Is he an idiot? He probably is an idiot, isn't he? God dang Pickler. Hopefully you can get some actual YouTube videos, you dummy. All right. See you later. Haha, funny poop. Man, I suck. Bye!